was just interesting because of the people just getting upset with him. And this came out last year technically, but I'm glad that we could talk about it now after everyone else is not talking about it, and just to have a smaller discussion about it. Because y'all was kind of, just because Ren and Stimpy ain't on there, or your favorite group from the city, it does, it was just getting ridiculous with some of the groups they was trying to discredit for being in the top 10. That was the thing, is like, I have no problem with people saying like, yes, why censored, but like they'd be like, man, Run DMC ain't that good. Where 8-Ball and MJG at? And you're like, well, damn, you didn't have to discredit them. Just say like, give props to them, and then you don't have to name the group they need to come out. Like, especially one of the pioneers. Like,
you got to keep Run DMC, and they the pioneers.
I don't think
I saw that 30 times in that group last year when that list came out. Like random groups. Like they were just naming off.
What you gonna replace Run DMC with the Migos or something?
Yeah,
and Migos is on a list. Like, I don't think the list is bad. It's kind of out of order. Like I think arguments can be made for everybody that's on here. I think for the whole list, I think arguments can be made for each one that's on there. But I think the order is what is probably the big problem. And then there's also, there are groups that are missing, but yeah.
So they have a more comprehensive one with 50 on there.
But it's also there's the issue of the difference between a duo and a group. And when you lump everything together, that's when it gets ugly. So OutKast is a duo, UGK is a duo, 3 6 Mafia is a group, Migos is a group. So Eric B and Rakim is a duo.
You get old. You didn't call a rapper you knew the name of the wrong name. Rakim.
Like as soon as it came out, I was like, no. Rakim.
Go ahead.
Like, golly, shit! I'm telling you, when I tell you I'll be losing my mind, it's getting bad. The senility is starting to sink in. So yeah, if this was divided up, even with the looking at the list, the duos I just mentioned, we just lost a bunch of people that are on here. Salt and Pepper, are they technically a duo or are they a trio?
Same as like Run DMC with the DJ with
that part.
The J.
Exactly. So. Right, but like I said, when Mobb Deep is a duo, right? So there's so that's already, you already got to get that distinction together. So this is combining duos and groups. So you already are we're already in a problem.
Hold on, Stacey. This may be off topic though. It's on topic, but it's off topic.
That's fine. Every episode is on topic but off topic.
Was Oaktown 357 2 or 3? I can't remember. It was 3 of them.
It's 3 of them. But the third girl,
2.5. BNGB left to do her solo project.
That's why I said the third one is interchangeable.
Okay, see, I didn't know. I didn't know if she was in the group.
It's 3 girls, but the third one is interchangeable. So it could be
2 rappers and a singer.
Yes, that's it. That's how you.
Because BNGB went solo, and they had to bring another girl in to do her part.
But BNGB wasn't even she wasn't the first girl, right? It was somebody else. Then it was BNGB, and then it was somebody else. I think. I feel like it was another. I feel like it was somebody before BNGB. I might be wrong.
No, you're right. Hold on. The original Oaktown 357 was Sweet LD, Lil P, and Terrible T. So it was always 3. So it was always 3.
Like I said, the third
one, they all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Third one can be swapped out easily.
They was on JJ Fat Ass.
I think that's Little P that gets swapped out from time to time. So I feel like Terrible T and Sweet LD were like the mainstays of the group. I feel like they were. Let me see. The first album was Wild and Loose. It has the classic song Juicy, Got 'Em Crazy. And my other joint, yeah. yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. And then but BNGB isn't in that video.
She isn't. No.
BNGB isn't in that video. It's it's a new third girl. So I'm saying the third girl.
That's why I didn't know if there was 2 or 3 of them.
It's 3 girls, but just the third one, just depending on what video you watching, to be a different one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That was my song.
Yeah.
And a little dance.
Like you sound like yeah.
Hey man, look, Hammer had a hold on some stuff though in late 80s, early 90s, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bros.
Yeah, so I mean, the list is a list. It is what it is, you know. I mean, the idea. I mean, I think the only part that's disrespectful to me, honestly, is the fact that the City Girls are even on here and above Black Star. That's like disrespectful to me.
And they not even a group anymore.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I think okay. I only have the top 20.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put the full. They get this. It's a full one, but that one's just the. I put the link in the chat if you want the full one.
I'm just like, wait a minute. Hold it.
Yeah, and the City Girls are above MOP. Ray Schmurder is also ahead of Black Star as well.
Ray Schmurder is a group.
Yeah.
Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy.
All right. Well, now look at me learning stuff from the young folks.
Only reason I know because my son love Sway Lee.
And then Bone was 21.
Now that's a little low for them. They should be at least top 15.
But then I say, like, who do you pull out then?
Who in the top 10?
OutKast, Wu-Tang, N.W.A, Tribe, Run DMC, Public Enemy, Eric B and Rakim, Salt and Pepper, De La Soul, The Roots.
I pull Salt and Pepper out and put Bone there.
Okay.
I swap Salt and Pepper for Bone.
I'd actually put 3-6 in that top 10 over Bone.
Where was 3-6?
3-6 at 18.
18.
So I mean, 3-6 is over Bone.
Yeah. Oscar winners.
And Bone is right above the Locks, which upsets me. Like the Locks is 22. Okay.
Where the Fugees?
Fugees 14.
14.
Yeah, I know they got to be top 20.
See, now this is the question with some of this though, and I'm already seeing they're taking everybody's careers that was within the group, not what they did actually as a group.
Yeah, they have to.
And that's why, like, I remember I was having a argument with shout out to Sleepy. I told him that Public Enemy was a bigger group as a group than N.W.A in the late 80s as a group.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, N.W.A is bigger, they're more impactful. I was like, no, we talking about as when N.W.A was just a group and they was just running around. They was opening up a Public Enemy. They didn't become big until they went off this solo stuff. And then you like, oh, N.W.A. No, they was never the headline.
Because Cube was bigger than them when he left.
Yeah, exactly. Because and where'd he go? He went to Public Enemy at the Bomb Squad because they were number one.
Yep. The only person in N.W.A didn't really take off was Ren.
That's
because he was loyal to Easy somewhat.
This list is interesting. Like all 50 belong. Well, no, I'll take that back. 45
City girls don't need to be on there.
I'm gonna go 45 or 50 belong. Right? Let's say that, right? Let's say maybe 45 out of the 50 belong, right? That's just me glancing real quick, right? Just quick glance. They all belong. It's just the order that's what's your problem, right? So, and then, but okay, Heavy D and the Boys. Am I crazy? I feel like if Heavy D and the Boys is not a group.
Yeah, they were always a group.
They was a group, but Heavy, they was just the dancers, though.
That's what I'm saying.
And the DJ. Eddie F did all the beats.
No, the DJ.
Eddie F did all them beats, and he also discovered Dino Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Heavy. I love Heavy D. Love Heavy D. No.
Where's Crucial Conflict?
Nigga.
Or Do or Die. No, they
hey, low key, I'm just saying, the recency bias, and I'm not trying to pick on, and then maybe I am picking on the city girls, but none of these songs we gonna be listening to in 5 to 10 years. I'm just being for real. But if you put on Hey, Do or Die need to be on here before them.
To this day, I can't help but being bogus, man.
Bogus, man.
Yeah, try.
No, I saw. Did y'all see the thing with a wedding? Somebody had them perform at their wedding. I was like, that was the coolest idea ever.
I would have done.
But they had Crucial Conflict.
Performed at their wedding. They did like 4 songs too.
That album was good.
Yeah.
The Final Tick.
For the final
Tick was hard. The second album was alright too.
The little sit on there, dial 1-900. I'm off my motherfucking square. That tickles me. Some days I literally just walk around the house saying, dial 1-900. I'm off my motherfucking square. We'll come beat your ass falling out. Like that's like
Desperado.
I said, where's Do or Die need to be on here above before the City Girls?
Yeah, there's
Ho Pimpin', put that on right now anywhere. So people just go, oh.
Is the Ghetto Boys on there?
Yeah, Ghetto Boys on there.
Ghetto Boys on okay.
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys came in at number 28.
So I said just like I said, quick glance, 45 out of 50 belong here. And it's really just the order in which they appear. And then there's the other part of like it's always that question of what's your criteria? Because it can't just be sales. Like the sales can't count for a lot of reasons. Like it can't be always sales. I feel like cultural impact or just even longevity definitely makes a difference. But sometimes it is cultural impact, which goes into Lauryn Hill of not necessarily the longevity of her career, but the impact of that album. We're like, oh, she's been coasting off of one album for 30 years. Yeah, she has, and you can't do that. You haven't produced anything that you can just live off of for the next 30 years, right? Like, when was the last time that happened? Was Stevie Wonder and the Songs Key to Life? Like, so because of the impact that album had in 98, that is why she's been able to fuck with us for the past 30 years with this album.
Playing our faces.
And playing our faces because of that impact. If the album would have been mid, nobody would have gave a shit.
I want to see a 50 R&B groups list. I know they'll go through the 70s.
I mean, I think that one would be harder than this rappers list because you got way more time. You started from 79. That was a little bit easier. You got to go back starting in 50.
Yeah, you're going Temptations.
And then somebody gonna fight you because the emotions ain't on there. Don't let the emotions not be in the top 50, and some old person gonna creep out and be in the group.
Last Night in the Pips.
Right, like you got them at 24. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
Harold Melvin number 5.
What you mean, Jodeci at 25?
Like if we did one, we got to start from 80. Like we can't.
You got to be 80 to now.
It's
yeah. And your career had to start at 80. Like we not even like.
No.
If you continue to the 80s, sorry, Whispers. I know you had some hits in the 80s too. But
the other part is though, it's the old groups that last long.
The legendary acts.
The legendary acts are the ones that are still together. The young niggas can't stay together for longer than 3 weeks.
Unless you Drew Hill.
It's only
and them niggas just keep adding members.
They just added a football.
They just keep adding new people.
No, that's not. But them old groups did it too. The Temptations been doing that shit too. The Four Tops been doing that shit too.
Replaced members. Drew Hill just keeps adding to the roster.
The Temptations, they was just
did that too.
Around Otis.
Well, that's
the Temptations did that too.
The Temptations didn't have a choice because it was 2 groups touring under that name. So they had to be like, well, okay, you know what? Let's just do it all together. Drew Hill just keeps finding niggas on the bus stop and being like, you want to come sing?
Can you sing?
Yo, you know they're up to like 7 or 8 members now for real.
I'm not making this up.
Basically, Woody left and then they added Player because
Static. They added a whole group. One nigga left and they added a group.
Hey, they said that's the way I knew that's how it happened, but the way you said it, like they lost one member, said we're just gonna add a whole group.
And I bring that shit up to them all the time. Nigga, I left and y'all had to replace me with 3 other niggas. It took
Because they had the other dude they had in the reality show that they used to replace Woody originally. What is it? Scar? Not Scar. Hold on.
The one dude's still there though.
I know what you're talking. His name is something like that though. It is something like that.
Before they added player, wasn't it like? Then they had like 5 members.
It was 5 because they added their homeboy that they was Scola. They added him to the original 4, and then it was at 5 on that that album where it was like too many niggas on the cover when they was in that that V. And it was like, dang, there's a lot of dudes on this cover.
That's the one that has "I Love You" on there, right? That's a song
which may be the best drill song.
"I Love You" and what's the other song that's on that album? "I Should Be."
I Should Be.
"I Love You" is one of the best Dru Hill, probably
top 3.
Top 3. I was gonna say, I can't put it above Beauty, but it's right below it.
Tao is the dude we talking about. I'm talking about
there you go.
Tao is the other dude.
Dru Hill keeps adding members. I'm telling you, David Ruffin told them you can't replace me. Woody is like, see what happens, y'all. I left. Y'all had to bring in several niggas.
And Cisco still got the dragon mic.
Yeah.
Listen.
And then at one point, Nokia left the tour at one point because him and Cisco was getting to it.
Yeah.
It's a
God bless New Edition.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.